just walking to the train station from the hotel where I saw Jack Canfield. I saw him. I was a guest of a friend of mine who co-authored a book. Met him personally today. Real nice guy. Author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. One of the things that I noticed about this seminar today, and it was called One Day of Greatness, and I was a guest of the co-author. Hold on here, I'm crossing the street without getting hit. All right, so one of the things I noticed, maybe this will work. One of the things I noticed was everybody dressed really well. I mean, I wear this is how, you know me, I dress up when I go out. They took the time to press their clothes. Most of the women looked beautiful. Most of the men were well groomed. People were very serious. They paid money for this. So, everybody was taking notes. And it occurred to me, like, if you're a single person and you're looking for excellence, you know, you always hear me say, pursue excellence and excellence will pursue you. If you are looking for a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, I would say something like this could actually work for you. Hold on a second. I gotta switch arms. This little backpack on the other arm. Oh, dude smoking a pipe. Look at that. People pursuing excellence, making eye contact, smiling. I mean, I was there to learn and network. I wasn't there. Look at a statue with a beard. I wasn't there to pick anyone up or anything like that. But if that was on my mind, I can tell you, hold on. I can tell you a situation like that would be perfect because you're surrounded with people who pursue excellence. There were people there who knew me from YouTube. I'm just walking back from the hotel to the train station right now. So, in Center City, Philadelphia. So I thought I'd give you a little chat. And a little motivation. Dress like you are somebody. Dress like a celebrity when you go out. Some people say be the gray man. Philly! I say dress like you're somebody. Dress like you're a man or a woman who has a purpose and is going somewhere. Super, super important. Super hot in Philly right now. A lot of people enjoying the fountains. Of course, what's a day in Philly without sirens? The love statue. Everybody likes their picture taken with the love statue. So I'm heading over to... You're just with me on my walk to the train station, that's it.
All right.
If you like peace and quiet, you would not like Philly. Take my word for it. Take me word for it. This is not a place that you want to go if you want peace and quiet. City Hall is right here. Very, very big statue of William Penn is on top of City Hall. Right there, you can see that. You always wait for the proper traffic here because this is what I noticed, is Philly is worse than New York. I'm from New York. Philly is worse than New York regarding talk about like zero fucks given when it comes to traffic and respect for pedestrians and bikes. I mean, you better be all eyes, and follow the traffic signs, like obey them, or you could die. You know, I'll be honest with you, it can't be hot enough for me. I love the hot weather, love it. People moan and groan, man, about the weather. Oh, we got a DJ going, playing a little reggae. It's all good. Kids all cooling off. All right, can you see that? You can't see the immensity of it. This is a hardcore metropolitan city with very big buildings. It's the 6th largest city in America. All right, so now we're gonna just walk through City Hall. I was going to do a Periscope, but this is what I have found, is that when you do Periscope, there's a lot of people asking questions. All right, we got some people dancing here. You want people?
Oh, I love it. Introduce yourself. My son Robert, and I'm Robert. Where can you be found on the web? ReallyHoofing.com, Cat Team 2, and Robert M. Burton Jr.
Excellent. You got that?
Beautiful.
All right. Now, do I always talk to strangers? I'm friendly, but I don't always talk to them. I am situationally aware because I am in the city. And when you're in the city, it's a lot like, how can I put it? Like a lot of people will say, like New York is bad, you don't make eye contact with people. You know, I hear that all the time. Let me just tell you this. If you think New York is bad and you don't make eye contact with people, you don't look at anybody in Philly. I just want to make that perfectly clear. You just don't. That's why I'm kind of like the outlier. And I think what happens is, because I'm a little bit older, I got the white hair, I'm viewed as the grandpa, I'm a little bit more unthreatening, so to speak. All right. Follow the traffic signs. It's so important here in Philly. You could die if you don't pay attention to where you're walking. So we're heading to the station. It used to be called Jefferson Station for Thomas Jefferson, obviously. Now it's called, no. It was called Market East, because this is Market Street. Now it's called Jefferson Station. If I lived in Philly, I would have, like most people take public transportation, trains, buses, and subways, and Uber. So what I'm going to do is I will take the train back to my little area, just a few miles from Philly. And when I get off of the train station, I will just Uber back home. I actually Ubered in this morning because I didn't feel like dealing with the morning commute people. And parking in a train station is a joke. Now, is Philadelphia hostile? I'm walking in a very safe area. This is an area that they call Center City. There are parts of Philadelphia where I would never, ever walk in a million years. Not only not at night, but not even during the day. That's just a fact. There's a gentleman like this. There's a dude with no legs, in a wheelchair, collecting change. That's mild. Usually, and I think when it's hot out, I think they're out more in the morning, the homeless people and the panhandlers. When it's hot out like this, you don't see people out as much. A lot of people sleeping in the subway and bus stations. I always thought this was interesting how they turned this historical building into a Hard Rock. Let me show you. I mean, look at the cement and the stonework here on this. And it was turned into a Hard Rock cafe. It's right next to the train station. Tons of bicyclists everywhere. Double-decker buses. Mainly sightseers. All right, so now I'm walking. Pay attention to the signs and the lights, or you're in trouble. Right now it's exactly 5 o'clock. So people are getting out of work from the hospitals and a lot of the businesses between now and about 6 o'clock. Hey, don't forget Daybreak Show starting up in September. Whole new season of badass morning shows. Heading into Jefferson Station now. It's nice and cool here. Quick, my train's at 5:09, I believe. So it's 5 o'clock. So this would be the equivalent of Grand Central or like Penn Station in New York. So take a look. Very, very big, very historic. And they really cleaned it up in the sense that there used to be like a lot of people sleeping in here. And I see much more of a police presence, which has cleaned the place up. And I appreciate these guys, I really do. And everybody keeps it safe, they keep it real. And I just want to thank these guys for their service.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse the hands.
That's all right, man. And I was just talking about how there used to be people sleeping and hanging out and stuff like that. And the whole presence is just, it's like night and day.
You can breathe air.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you put the turnstiles in there, just cleaned it up, made it safe. And I mean, there was a day when if I had to go to the bathroom on my way into the city, I couldn't use the bathrooms here just because the shenanigans. Now it's just like it's 1,000 times safer. And I just want to, and we just want to publicly say thank you. My channel is George Bruno on YouTube. So thank you, gentlemen, for your service. Every time I see a guy in uniform, I want to give him thanks. Thank you. You risk in a way that I don't. Thank you. Thank you. Always thank men in uniform. I don't care what you say. Always, always, always thank people in uniform. All right, so this is like the main area here, you'll see. And there used to be a lot of stuff going on here until they put the turnstiles up. And that protects everybody. That keeps the area very safe. All right, so I got my ticket and I'm gonna walk through, show it to these folks here.
training again now?
Yeah, returning to Conshohocken.
Conshohocken?
Yep.
You know what's that train called?
I know it's at 509. Yeah.
509 at Conshohocken. Which train was that?
Norristown line?
Right there, right here.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Awesome. All right, cool. So just go through? Excellent. Thank you. See, I like that. Security. I like that. Safety. Security was never like this here. Now, after hours, it's not like that. Let's get real. Norristown line, 509. All right, so I'm a few minutes early. So that's all good. Heading down to the boarding platform. Where am I at? I'm going to be at track 2A.
Oh, and the Bollywood girl, I'm not going to finish. So, and I had to tell, I told them this, there's a lot of comments.
$6 for a ride home. How are you going to beat that? Straight home, smooth, quiet, no weird traffic. Normally,
You know, there's just problems.
sorry about that, man. Go ahead. Traffic. All right, so here we are. So this is like your typical city train station. People waiting here. Trains pulling in. Track 2A. Let's see, is this my train? We're going to find out. I don't care where I sit. This is the most busy time. Norristown? Excellent, thank you. See you in a bit.
I mean, I was a little sad when they, you know, like they were involved. And then when she told her,
I just can't imagine commuting every day like that. I can't do it. I once had a life like that. I just cannot do it. Taking the train in every day. That got old. It just, I felt like a robot. You know, for a creative person, a regular 9 to 5 is hell. All right, so I get off of the train. I could walk back home. I haven't decided yet. I'm not far from here, but it's all uphill. So I'm eyeballing my favorite Mexican restaurant. So I think I'm gonna go have a bite to eat, a margarita or two, and either Uber home or get myself exercising and walking uphill. So let's see how that turns out. The Uber ride this morning wasn't very pleasant, I have to say. I'm walking uphill here. I don't know if you can see can you see the angle? You really can't see this angle. Like I'm really hardcore walking uphill. Anyways, Uber guy picks me up. All 4 windows open, no AC on. Bare feet. Like gnarly feet too, like caveman feet. He's driving barefoot. And each one of the toenails was like all fungused up. And I kept I'm looking straight ahead. And I'd look down and I'm like, oof, I'd look away because but it was freaky. But I got a whiff of the dude and he didn't smell real well. Now, I'm a pretty forgiving guy. But if you're in public business, man, take a shower, use deodorant or something. So, the windows are wide open, AC is not on, and I want to say close the windows because my hair's sticking up straight. I'm going to a seminar, you know, dressed up, trying to look good, and I look like I came out of a hurricane. Then I got a little whiff of this dude's body odor. And I'm like, oh my God, if I tell them to close the windows, then I'm going to be stuck driving in this. And then it was just like stop and start all the way into the city. And I started feeling nauseous. So I'm just like focusing straight ahead. And I thought to myself, all right, only 5 more minutes. Only 5 more minutes. Because I almost stuck my head out the window and did something. All right, hey, let's go eat some Mexican food and a couple margaritas. My favorite Mexican restaurant. So it's going to be ice water and a margarita. And as far as menu is concerned, Carnivore is being completely blown away and obliterated tonight. So I'm thinking of getting one of my old standbys. Thank you, dear. Alambre carnitas. Alambre carnitas. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Yeah. And what that is, it's peppers, onions, spices with a little bit of queso on it, and pork, roast pork. That's put on the grill, and then they bring it over with 4 tortillas. And then what I do is I pretty much, they give you 2 sauces. This like red sauce, this like chipotle, hot, make you cry. I'm not into pain when I eat. And then this like tomatilla sauce that I put on. Out of this world, it's the best thing. Let me just get a drink of water. Hold on. Oh my God, that feels good. And of course, some margarita. Probably have 2 of those. This place has it's pretty much free margaritas. So this is it right here, like this. And I'll show you the meal as soon as I get it. I'm sweating my you-know-what's off right now. So Will, I'll show you the food as soon as it gets here. I thought I was going to handlebar the stash today. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why I don't like handlebarring it with a short beard is that I think this is too long, because a lot of times when you're like me and your lips are a little bit bigger, genetically I just have bigger lips, and then you add another quarter inch awning on the lip over the teeth when you smile, people can't see the smile. So like when I take photographs and I'm smiling, this gets all dark because this, between the mustache and the bigger lip, it casts a shadow on my teeth, so you don't see my white teeth. It just looks like a black hole. And when I was taking pictures today, it was either smirk like this, like that, or smile, and there's a black hole because the lights were above. So see right now, you can kind of see my teeth. And when it's just lights above, like in a conference room or something like that, it casts a shadow, right? Big lip and mustache problems. I guess there's worse things that you can be plagued with, right? Very good, thank you. Margarita number 2. All right, so this is carnitas alambre, and then it comes with the tortillas. So what I do is I go like this. I put a stripe of this, like that. Then I take the real hot one, put a couple dots. Boom, boom. If I put a stripe of it, I will be crying. And then what I do is I start scooping some of this on there. So then you take it and just kind of dive into it. That's it. So good. Fresh, came out in minutes. I love it when you go to a place, you order the food, 30 seconds later you hear it sizzling on the grill. That's how I like to eat. Small little place. You can see there, I mean there's really not much to it. Just relaxing now. Tired as heck. Tired. Long day. Debriefing, decompressing about some of the things, my observations. I learned a lot, but when I go places, I like to observe, not just learn what's happening on the stage with all the slide presentations and so forth, but I observe what true well-known leaders do and emulate that. Find something you can emulate, as my friend Dick Vermeil says to his young people. What do you look for in a role model? Find people that you can emulate. So I was looking for people to emulate. Do I have my shit together? Yes. Do I want more shit together? Yes, of course. What can I learn from other people that practice excellence? What I saw today was people, men, well-groomed, women looking beautiful, makeup perfect, hair perfect, pressed, crisp, looking great, smiling, shaking hands, eager, taking notes all day. That's what I was observing. What did I observe about Jack Canfield? Personable. He dresses like me. He wears like a suit with an like a light colored shirt. Like today he had a white shirt on with an open collar. I don't even think it was second button. It wasn't even like this. It was like that with the black suit. Conservative. Hair swept to the side. Had hairspray, so his hair wasn't all over the place because he was back and forth on the stage. Well put together, 74 years old. Smiling a lot. Tan, like he had spent some time in the sun, had a nice, healthy glow to him. Smiling a lot. Great smile. One of the things, if you just Google the name Jack Canfield and look at the images, Google and then hit images, Google him, and you'll see him smiling a lot. There's not a lot of smirks there. He smiles a lot. And on stage, he smiles a lot. But one thing I noticed was this. He wasn't superstar, man. He wasn't whisked to the stage and whisked off the stage. He hung out and mingled with people. That's very much something that you could emulate. It's what I do. When I speak places, when I have like really big speaking engagements, I'm not superstar or run to the stage with security, that kind of thing. I mingle with people. On the breaks, he mingled with people. My friend, Terry, is a co-author with him on a book. No. I didn't know him personally. Today was the first day that I met him, and it was nice to meet him. And I thought he was taller than what he was. He was like up to me. He probably came up to about here, and I'm 5'11". So, but he looked taller, and I figured out why. Because he's trim. He's trim. He said something like that he needed to lose weight because he didn't work. He hurt his back and wasn't in the gym, so he put on weight. So he needs to lose 15 pounds. And I think, I don't know if I'm making this up in my head, but I think he said he was 185. I don't know. So if he has to lose 15, he has to get down to 170. Now, my goal is to be at 185. I would love to be able, that's fighting weight for me. So for his height, at about 170, that would be about right. But remember, he's 74 years old. He looks like he's in shape, like what I would call like golf shape. You know how like older golfers are trim and they look in shape? That's how he looked to me. But he looked taller. So when you're trimmer, you look leaner, you look taller. I notice that with myself. When I wear fitted clothing and I'm trimmer, I look taller. What else did I observe? He was nice to strangers, not just to his people and his posse. I like that. And I felt an overall comfort. I watched, that huge room filled with people taking notes. And when he had people do exercises, hold your hand up, do this, do that. Like the whole room, everybody was doing what he said. So everybody there was very willing to change and wanted change. But the excellence was overwhelming today. Absolutely overwhelming. Every person that walked in there looked phenomenal. They took it seriously. They took themselves seriously. What are you going to do to take yourself seriously for this time next year? Did you hear something that sparks something inside you that's going to make you look different, feel different, earn differently 1 year from now? It only takes one little thing being sparked. Just one little thing. What is that thing? Are you hanging out with the right people? I've heard Jim Rohn say, you become the average of the 5 people you hang out with. People that make $50,000 a year hang out with other people that make $50,000 a year. People that make $1 million a year hang out with people who make $1 million a year. So here's a good idea. Even if you don't know yet what to do, seek to hang out with a crowd that is different than you, higher socioeconomic in earning. That's the one thing that you can do if you don't have the money to become part of country clubs and secret societies and business organizations. If you don't have the contacts, start creeping your way up the socioeconomic ladder. And I'm not talking about being snobbery and, being snobby and all that kind of. I'm talking about being part, create a new group for yourself. Create a new group for yourself. If you are a musician and you play and you practice with people that are better than you, they bring you up. You don't bring them down. They bring you up. That's what I got out of this today. What else did I observe? The women. If I was on the I need to find a woman track, a place like that would be it, because I was friendly and smiling and getting friendly smiles back, and lots of looks from very, very sharp, pretty women of all ages, positive, making eye contact, smiling, good posture, confident people who are into self-improvement. I like that. That's what I observed. Hope you got something out of this. Thanks for listening.